Back at the farmhouse, I'm trying to finish the floor in the master bedroom. So when I got to the one before last row, I couldn't really screw into this tongue. This is wood glued to the previous row, and it is glued to each other as well, so it's really not going anywhere. See how much I actually need to cut off. I'm using these pieces that don't have a tongue because they're damaged, because I only need the groove for the last row here. Draw the line on the back because it's hard to see here. I'm gonna cut it from the back. I just flip it this way. I put it all the way to the wall only because I'm gonna measure it to the end of this tongue here. And the way I'm gonna do that is put another board here against that, and that's where it's gonna be on this end. And the other end, I'm gonna have to eyeball it a little more. It needs to go just beyond the tongue, really, because I have to do it a little bit shorter because I want to drop it in and pull it in. Guide to draw the line. So this is the part that I need to keep. What I'm going to do also, I put a tape on this because it's going to be facing down as I'm cutting it, and I don't want it to get beat up. So here's the piece that I just cut, and now I can drop it into this gap here just enough so it lets me pull it into the tongue, the previous row's tongue. Then I have the right gapping here, and I'm definitely gonna have the right gapping here because I left enough space there to have the expansion. And I can grab it, and also I will be able to pull it in, probably using this or a screwdriver to make sure it closes the gap right here. But before I do that, I need to do two things. I want to drill tiny pilot holes for the nailing, because I will do that, nail the hidden parts. And I need to glue this as well with wood glue. So I know that the trim is going to be 3/4 inch, and this is 3/4 inch, right? So what I need to do is make sure I don't nail beyond this. So I'm gonna have to go sort of near the edge to do the pilot holes, because I will want this screwed down or nailed down into the soft floor. I'm gonna have to be careful drilling this so I don't drill into the actual floor here. So I'm gonna do, let's see, a couple of inches from the end. I'm gonna do close enough where it's not gonna split the wood, hopefully. This hardwood is very hard. So I'm gonna just double check to make sure that that is still the right approach. Yep, it's gonna be covered plenty. And for this short piece, I'm just gonna need one more here. I think it was fine. Or at the edge. So whether I decide to nail this or screw it, I will see that. I think I might just screw it if I can. I need to put glue here for now. Into the groove. Not too much, because then I have to wipe it off. There we go. There, totally unnecessary. Okay. So before I go and hammer this down, I need to make sure it's in nice and tight. So I might use a couple of these. There we go. Nice and tight. Oh, I think so. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to screw it using this tool. If this will protect the wall, let's see. So I'm gonna do it this way, right? I think we can. Let's see. There we go. That was successful. Wow, I'm shocked. Okay, let's do this other one here. Let's see, I'm gonna just want to keep tension on this because I think because I'm screwing it might move. And I want it to be as beautiful as possible. In the pre-drilled hole, I'm gonna use this to screw into, hopefully. That will be workable. I want to make sure it doesn't split the wood. More just so it's not sticking out of the wood. Yeah. So now it's gonna hold the glue and everything. Now we're gonna test it to make sure that it's covered by the trim. And sure is. So I'm just gonna keep going and finish this last row, and then we'll do something more fun. Well, this will be the next project. This is the summer kitchen, which needs to have the floor replaced, the soft floor, and here is an open chimney where they actually used to have like an open fire. That's all the way up to the loft, and the chimney is already taken down and the loft is pretty much taken down, but this still has to be taken down. And then we have to evaluate where we have to put new studs in. And we're gonna be remodeling this beauty. This will be like a guest house. It's gonna be nice. I don't know what to do with these cables here. We might have to just close this in or just do something that kind of hides the cables, but it's gonna look nice. Well, one thing we have to do is this door is way too low, so we're gonna have to, and just looking in there, we're gonna have to make this taller, as tall as possible, so we can actually bring it up based on what I'm looking at here. We can bring it up all the way down up there. This is the original door. It's only about, I don't know, 5.5 feet maybe. But yeah, people coming in and out, knock their head. So yeah, this will be a fun place. I need to measure and see how big this is actually. I'm assuming it's 15 by 15, but I'll take a look. Here are the rocks that came out of the fireplace. These are the big ones. We're gonna repurpose these. And then there are some that we may wanna use it for landfill or something. So that's gonna be our next project, so stay tuned for that. Now back to do the floor. That's how it looks like. Nicely screwed down where I could. And I put in some wedges so they can be nicely tightly dry. The glue is looking pretty good. And further down here I did not screw anything down because it's just so skinny, and when we put the trim on this, it's actually gonna be on the top of this, so that's gonna hold it down so it's not gonna pop off this way, and the glue is definitely gonna hold it very tightly. So here's the bedroom finished. We just need to now get the trim. See you next time.